Now we would study about entropy and life. What are the laws of thermodynamics as related to biology? First law of thermodynamics in biological systems. Second law of thermodynamics in biological systems. As we have already studied that entropy is a measure of disorder, cells are not disordered. If you look into the structure and function of a cell, they are in a specific order. In the process of energy transfer, some energy will dissipate as heat. The flow of energy maintains order and life. So, entropy wins when organisms cease to take in energy and die. Here you can see entropy in the kitchen. A raw egg exemplifies the asymmetry of time. A fresh one breaks easily, but a broken one does not spontaneously put itself together again. For the simple reason that there are more ways to be broken than not. In physics jargon, the broken egg has a higher entropy because it is more disordered. Biological systems follow the laws of thermodynamics, and to offset entropy, energy input must exceed energy lost from and used by an organism to maintain the order. How laws of thermodynamics are related to biology? The laws of thermodynamics are important unifying principles of biology. These principles govern the chemical processes like metabolism in all biological organisms. The first law of thermodynamics, also known as the law of conservation of energy, states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. However, it may change from one form to another, but the energy in a closed system remains constant. The second law of thermodynamics states that when energy is transferred, there will be less energy available at the end of the transfer process than that of the beginning. Due to entropy, which is the measure of disorder in a closed system, all of the available energy will not be useful to the organism. Basically, entropy increases as energy is transferred. All biological systems require energy to survive. As we know, whether it is a bacteria or a plant, human or animals, they need energy to survive. In a closed system such as the universe, this energy is not consumed but transformed from one form to another. For example, the cells perform a number of important processes. These all processes require energy, and we know that most of the cells use energy in the form of ATP. Similarly, in photosynthesis, the energy is supplied by the sun. Light energy is absorbed by the cells in plant leaves and they are converted into chemical energy. The chemical energy is then stored in the form of glucose, which is used to form complex carbohydrates necessary to build plant mass. The energy stored in glucose can also be released through cellular respiration. This process allows plants and animal organisms to access the energy stored in carbohydrates, lipids, and other macromolecules through the production of ATP. And this energy is then needed to perform cell functions such as DNA replication, mitosis, meiosis, cell movement, endocytosis, exocytosis, and apoptosis. Now, how second law of thermodynamics is useful in biological systems? As with other biological processes, the transfer of energy is not 100% efficient. In photosynthesis, for example, not all of the light energy is absorbed by the plant. Some energy is reflected and some is lost as heat. The loss of energy to the surrounding environment results in an increase of disorder or entropy. That's how entropy and biological systems are related to each other. Unlike plants and other photosynthetic organisms, animals cannot generate energy directly from the sunlight. So, they must consume plants or other animal organisms for energy. The higher up an organism is on the food chain, the less energy is available as it receives from the food sources. Much of this energy is lost during metabolic processes performed by the producers and primary consumers that are eaten. Therefore, much less energy is available for organisms in higher trophic levels. The lower the available energy, the less the number of organisms can be supported. This is why there are more producers than consumers in an ecosystem. ये एक बहुत generalized question है कि अगर आप अपने इर्द गिर्द देखें तो आपको producers ज़्यादा नज़र आएंगे as compared to consumers. Why? बिकॉज जितना ट्रॉफिक लेवल हायर हो रहा है उतनी ही एनर्जी की जो अवेलेबिलिटी है वो कम होती जा रही है. Living systems require constant energy input to maintain their highly ordered state. For example, cells are highly ordered and have low entropy. In the process of maintaining this order, some energy is lost to the surroundings or transformed. So, while cells are ordered, the processes performed to maintain that order results in an increase in entropy in the cells or organism surrounding. The transfer of energy causes entropy in the universe to increase. This is how the laws of thermodynamics are involved in biological systems. Hope so you have cleared your concept. Thank you.